Um, this is a men's monologue, which I don't normally do, but it's one that I'd probably recommend. As I've said before, online audition reels are actually probably the best way to go in terms of promoting yourself, in terms of tone, pitch. Even if you're not looking at acting specifically, they do give a fairly good indication of your public speaking ability, which I know is great. But potential people who might give you money don't. So this is from Antigone by Jean. It's um, by Creon, the king of Greece, after Oedipus Rex, who you probably know the story of that one. Um, so yeah, I'll just do it. Oh, it's to his niece Antigone, who he has to have killed. Cheerful story, actually. God in heaven, would you try to understand me? Trying hard enough to understand you. Had to be one man who said yes. Somebody had to agree to captain the ship. She'd sprung 100 lakes. She was loaded to the waterline with crime, ignorance, and poverty. The wheel was spinning in the wind. The crew refused to work and was looting the ship. The officers were building a raft ready to desert. The mast was splitting, the wind was howling, the sails were beginning to rip, and only because the only thing they thought about was their own skin and their cheap little day-to-day traffic. Was that a time, do you think, for playing with words like yes and no? Was that a time for a man to be weighing up the pros and cons, wondering if he wasn't going to pay too dearly later on, if he wasn't going to lose his life, his family, his touch with other men? You grab the wheel, you right the ship in the face of the mountain of water, you shout an order, and if one man refuses to obey, you shoot straight into the mob. The beast as nameless as the waves that crashes upon your deck, as nameless as the whipping wind. That thing that drops when you shoot may be someone who poured you a drink the night before, but it has no name. And you, braced at the wheel, you have no name either. Nothing has a name, except the ship and the storm. Now do you understand? It's easy to say no. To say yes, you have to sweat and roll up your sleeves and plunge both hands into life up to the elbows. It's easy to say no, even if saying no means death. All you have to do is sit still and wait. Wait to go on living, wait to be killed. That's the coward's part. No is one of your man-made words. Can you imagine a world in which trees say no to the sap? In which beasts say no to hunger or to propagation? Animals. Good, simple and tough. Move in droves, nudging one another onwards, all travelling on the same road. Some of them keel over, but the rest go on, and no matter how many fall by the wide side, there are always those few left that go on, bringing their young into the world, travelling the same road with the same obstinate will, and change from those who came before.